Appreciating the little things gives you contentment and joy in your everyday life. This is a popular statement, and I'm sure you've come across this if you've ever searched how to become happy and fulfilled with your life. And yet, most of the time, it seems that many people fail to notice the little things. It may be because they don't recognize them properly, forget them, or simply take them for granted. When we think about the things we look forward to in our lives, more often than not, I feel like we are so focused on the big future moments, such as graduation, an exciting new job, a promotion, the next vacation, a wedding, buying a car and a house, etc. I guess it's normal to anticipate significant events because they can provide us with memories that last forever, but they are hard to come by, and a lot of times they're out of our control, or even if they come true, we are likely not to stop there but to keep chasing more big goals or moments in our lives. The downside of always focusing on the future moments is that we forget to slow down and take notice of the little things that we do on a daily basis, which in fact accounts for the majority of our lives. And we may feel suffocated at some point because it feels like we're always chasing something more, which never fulfills our hearts. This is why appreciating the little things in life brings a lot of benefits, especially when things in our lives are not going as expected or become uncertain. Since a young age, I felt like I was good at thinking about little things in life, and in this video, I would like to share with you how I was influenced to appreciate them. When I was 12 or 13, I was told that my good friend's dad had cancer. We were living in the same apartment building, so we used to see each other quite often. But around that time, I remember not seeing him for months. Then one time I saw him walking with his son around the apartment, so I instantly thought that he had gotten better, and I felt relieved. However, a few weeks later, I was informed that he'd passed away, and before the cremation, my family was invited to visit my friend's apartment to see him one last time. So I went into her apartment and sat next to him. And I was still not able to comprehend his death because in my mind I literally saw him a few weeks ago. But seeing him lay down on the floor, I had to accept this truth. And when I finally understood it, I lost it and I had to leave the apartment to have some time alone. At that moment, I started thinking about how uncertain life is. Until that moment, I lived my life not thinking much, as if it would last forever. But facing somebody close's death allowed me to accept that the time of my life on this earth is limited. After this day, it felt like my life became more real, and acknowledging that my time is limited encouraged me to appreciate the little things, which made me happy because I may not be able to experience them again in the future. In my opinion, when things that you do subconsciously are taken away from you, you notice how precious those things are. As for me, I took being able to speak a language and be understood by others for granted when I was in Japan. Then I started studying abroad in New Zealand, and I noticed that a lot of people make a quick decision that you're different from them and that you're someone whom they can't get to know just based on how much you can speak their language. When I struggled to live each day because of my English ability, I could notice that just because I speak Japanese effortlessly doesn't mean that being able to speak a language is easy. By learning a second language, I could finally understand that being able to communicate in a language is a precious thing which shouldn't be taken for granted. A few years went by and I accidentally brought a gift of processed pork belly that I was given by my mum from Japan to New Zealand. I declared this and I was obviously asked about it at the New Zealand custom because meat is not allowed to be brought into the country. I had a conversation with the customs officer who appeared to be scary at first, but as we started talking, his face became relaxed and he told me that he'd thought I was from New Zealand because of how I spoke English. At the end of our conversation, he told me that no one is allowed to bring any type of meat into the country, but I could take it only this time, and he asked me to just be careful in the future. This experience taught me there's a possibility that whether the person you're talking to acts friendly or not depends on whether you speak the language like them, because how you speak determines whether they would see you as an outsider or one of them. Then I was able to notice the importance of accents and how they have the power to either unite or divide people from one another, which I never thought much about when I only spoke Japanese. Based on these life experiences, I feel that I became good at appreciating the little things because I was able to learn from the situations in which I had to accept reality, and the things which I thought were normal turned out to be something that I shouldn't take for granted. In our modern society, technological advancement has made our lives so convenient, and yet a lot of people seem lost in the pursuit of being happy and fulfilled with their lives. Although we can get to places way quicker because of public transportation such as trains, buses, and airplanes, some of us get upset when they are delayed for just a few minutes. We are persuaded that we can be finally happy when purchasing our dream cars by exciting advertisements, but our happiness declines when we find out that no matter how expensive the cars we own, we still need to obey the same traffic rules and are stuck in traffic the same way as everybody else. It feels as though it's challenging to find appreciation towards things when we don't understand how great what we already have in life is. I guess it's human nature to pursue a more convenient lifestyle and better things than what we already have, and that's how society has developed itself. However, I believe that experiencing inconveniences and accepting that a lot of things are out of our control are also parts of our lives, which we shouldn't ignore. And by experiencing not only conveniences and achievements, but also accepting uncontrollable things, inconveniences, and failures, we can find the depth of life, which gives us the chance to reflect on the little things that we already have in life. By facing life as a whole without avoiding or ignoring the particular elements that we don't like or hurt us in any way, we can finally be mindful of where we are, and by appreciating the little things in our lives, we can find a balance between being hopeful about the future and living in the present. The other day, I went to a Hanabi festival with Anna and saw beautiful fireworks in Japan. I'm currently 26 years old, and this festival happens once a year. This means that if I'm fortunate enough, I probably have around 60 to 70 years to live for, and I can only go to this festival 60 to 70 more times. This perspective gave me that every moment counts in my life, and I was able to enjoy seeing the fireworks and Anna being happy to see them for the first time in Japan. I'm still learning a lot in terms of how to live my life, but I'm glad to have found ways to notice the little things in my day-to-day living, because it has definitely made my life fun and enjoyable. That's the end of the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed this topic. If you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up, because when you hit the like button, the YouTube algorithm helps my channel grow and reach people who are interested in the topics that I discuss on my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider subscribing, and I will keep striving to create videos that are worth your time. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!